Okay, I thought I'd do something interesting and just record my final shaping of my sourdough. I did a pre-shape and I have it sitting here under this bowl, and I've let it rest for 30 minutes. Gonna turn off my timer. And now it's ready for the final shaping. So what I'm gonna do is I'll go ahead and open this up. Oh, it really spread out while I was doing it, but it looks pretty good. It looks a little sticky on the top, but the first thing I want to do is put a little flour down on the surface where I'm going to work, and I guess I'll do it right in this area, and make it big enough that I know I'll have some flour there. Now I'm going to use the bowl scrape, get it all floured, use it to lift this up. I think the first thing I'm going to do is sprinkle just a little bit of flour on the top of my loaf, or the dough, and then I'm going to flip this over onto the floured surface. Okay, I need to move it over a little bit more. Put a little bit more flour over here. And make sure my hands are really floured. So what I'm gonna do is kind of stretch it into a rectangle. And what I want to do is come over to the middle, and then I want to do each side, stretch it over to the middle, the other side, stretch it to the middle, and then I'll do that. And I flip it over, and now what I want to start doing is make sure there's flour here on my hands, and I'm going to start building up tension. You don't want to have too much flour on your surface for this, so I kind of move the flour away. But you just keep rolling it around like this. And I'm tucking under the edges as I roll it, which is creating the surface tension. And sometimes you start seeing some bubbles. It's getting a little sticky, so I'll get a little bit more flour on my hands. And I'm gonna just keep doing this till I have a good round loaf with a lot of surface tension. And I'm starting to see a few bubbles on the surface. And if you see those, you can pop them. You don't need bubbles, but it just shows that it's got some good surface tension. So I think that's looking pretty darn good right now. So what I'll do is I've got my Banneton basket, and I just pick this up and then plop it into the basket, and that is what it looks like in the basket. I can just pinch up if I see any holes, which looks like there's one there. Just pinch it together, and then what I'll do is I cover it with the muslin, and I'll put it in the fridge to do a slow cold proof overnight. And that's my final shaping.